Hi, my name is Ed Capaldi. I'm here at this year's Agile Middle East Summit, and we're talking to Syed here from Emirates Bank about how his Agile transformation has been happening. And I'd like him to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your journey.
Thanks, Julian. My name is Syed Riyazuddin, and I work with Emirates and BD for over 2 years now. I look after the delivery of programs across retail and wealth management business. Our key focus is on the online and mobile transformation, as well as moving towards the agile way of working. In my view, agile is a mindset, it's a culture, nothing less than that. So if you're talking about agile transformation, we need to make sure that the transformation is happening across the organization, not at different pockets.
Perfect. And in fact, one of the biggest troubles we have in this region is the whole shift to that mindset is the bosses becoming servant leaders, which we won't go into. One of the nice questions we've got here today is really the shift from shareholder value to customer value. And we spoke earlier how Jack Welch, the great leader who really built up the whole shareholder model, has died, and with him, I suppose, this way of thinking. As we move towards customer first, you know, from Drucker's initial appraisal of this back in the 1950s, what are the key metrics you're using in your organization to make sure that Agile is not just fake Agile, it's not blah, 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 it's really having tangible benefit to the balance sheet and to your customers?
Yeah, so this is very interesting. I mean, firstly, before we start talking about KPIs, we need to understand what our customers are, and we need to understand their problems. And this is something we are doing at Emirates and BD. When we're trying to solve the customer's problem, then we go to customers and ask them, rather than we sitting in a boardroom discussing about their solutions. So this is really important because we need to make sure that where we are investing our money and efforts is going to benefit our customers. So once we know that thing, then we create certain KPIs that will make sure that we are heading in the right direction. So we rely on creating value for a customer. So the way the agile way of working basically enables us to deliver value to the customers on frequent basis. So we deliver on a frequently, and then we ask our customers for feedback. And this is one of the KPIs that we are very serious about. The other things is about their satisfaction. So we rely on a Net Promoter Score, and we rely on our technical capabilities to ensure that we are basically in touch with our customers and gather their feedback as early as possible.
Fantastic. And have you seen, when you started implementing Agile, did you see a steep increase to begin with, then it sort of tapered off with low-hanging fruit? How's your journey been? Has it been difficult, easy?
No, Agile is never an easy, as I said in my talk, this Agile is not for faint-hearted. It's because you will see a lot of investment being made initially before you started seeing some benefits. But those benefits are long-term and then sustainable. So this is what we have started Agile Transformation organically. So we started with a few teams in the beginning, and then we scaled them. It was very challenging to basically implement it and change people's mindset across the board. But now, after 2 years of using Agile methodology, I think that not a single corner of the Emirates and BD has been left where people are not talking about. You will see even you'll go in business floor also, and you'll see the boards there, and people are having daily huddles, so which is quite nice to see.
Fantastic. You just mentioned teams there. One of the challenges is always managing teams in different locations, right? Whether it's the C-level or tech teams. I know you guys have spoken a lot about co-locating, but where you do have offices in different cities, different time zones, what's been your journey? What have you learned? What sort of tips, what sort of advice can you give people?
So one thing we were very clear since beginning was that co-location has no alternative, right? So if we want to move faster, we need to have all the people sitting on the table, and so that the decision making is not going beyond the table. So we get in IT, we have got all the people who are responsible to deliver a product sitting together. In terms of business, as much as possible, we'll try and get business people sitting with the IT delivery teams. Where it's not possible, such as you mentioned about the C-level and the senior stakeholders, we have technology in place. We have made our floors transformed into the agile way of working. So there are no more, dedicated and like shelves we have there. So we have got open space where people can collaborate, and then we have like Microsoft Surface and such similar technologies to basically bridge the gap on having virtual conversations between people locally as well as outside.
Fantastic. And one last question just came to mind. Discipline is core. So the daily huddle. What happens when big important people don't show up? Or do you have a law that everyone has to show up?
Yeah, so this is a mandatory thing. So we take it very seriously. Our daily huddle is very important because that's one spot where people can get aligned. We have big programs, and apart from daily huddle, we also have huddles of huddle, which we call Scrum of Scrums.
Yep, Scrum of Scrums.
And in that, we basically download things from each Scrum team, and we discuss the issues that are basically not able to solve in their scrums. So this is very important and very mandatory for everyone to attend. And if there is a consistent absence, then we take it very seriously.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah, thanks.